Hello. I am setting up real quick. It's gonna pretty casual stream, pretty rough and tough, I guess is maybe the wordings. I don't know. Um, Basically, if you haven't watched the last couple of Mega Man X streams, the YouTube integration for me keeps breaking. So I went ahead and updated the Restream chat software, and I figured we would go ahead and take a look to see. I kind of reinstalled some stuff and then installed the latest version of the Restream chat. So hopefully all that stuff is good. But I figured while we're doing that, we'll just kind of poke around the PlayStation Classic real quick. This probably will replace the Quick Play stream for this week. Probably go ahead and just put this up on the website on Wednesday. I think that's when the Quick Plays go up. So, but yeah, let me see. I always have a hard time finding streams on YouTube. I need to figure out. Oh, I have a weird. My subscriber count jumped up by quite a bit. I'm surprised. Okay. And then let me go to. I'm just trying to figure out where my stream is. If you're here for a little bit, thanks for putting up with me doing this as I figure this out. You know, I wonder if on Restream, if I could just go straight to the live stream from there. Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to. I know this is like looks off right now because of the this or 16 by 9 right now, but once we start the game, it will be 4 by 3. So, yeah, I picked up a PlayStation Classic from Best Buy for like $25, and I don't know if I'll ever actually use this thing normally. I probably will just hack it if I actually use it, but I figured, hey, why don't we take a look at it before I do that? The big reason is because a lot of these games, as you're about to see here, are PAL. I'm going to have to check the audio here real quick. So it may... Also, this audio sounds bad, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if the emulation is an issue, or if it's like the fact that it's the PAL release, or what. Oh, I need to turn the game audio down for me.
Brought together by a common destiny. Now,
but yeah, if you saw at the start up there, it says it's sorry, I can't actually hear the audio yet, so I don't know if this audio level is fine or not. You might not be able to hear me at all. But I don't like. Basically, yeah. If you look at the startup, like it's basically they put European releases of a lot of games on here, and those European releases run slower. Will I notice? Who can say? I'm actually not that sensitive to this kind of stuff. So let me hear what the game audio sounds like real quick. Actually, the title screen would have been a better thing than this text. I'm gonna increase the. Oh man, I made a mistake. Let me see if there's a sound test mode. That might make this easier. I don't see a sound test mode. Rest in peace. Oh well, we're just gonna start playing this video game then, and see what happens. I played Battle Arena Toshinden a lot when I was a kid. I like this game. We'll just stick guy who looks like Ryu, basically. That's the way to start, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and try to remember how the heck this game plays. I remember this game being kind of slow and slow and I guess like floaty in general. So I don't know. It's been a very long time since I played this game, so I can't say if this feels wrong or right. Alright, I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit because it is very, very loud on that screen at least. I think maybe the voice acting wasn't quite where it needed to be, but for the actual game audio, it was too loud. I know I'm kind of just like mumbling about right now, but I'm just trying to figure out if this audio is working, so But yeah, I think this is one of the first fighters, if not the first fighter on the PlayStation. I remember this being something that, like, whenever you hear about people who saw the PlayStation at E3, they talk about playing this game. And being very impressed by it. I think today it's maybe doesn't feel nearly as good. All right, so let me hear what we got going on here right now. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more even. I'm surprised. Let's take it down to like -36. I really like the music in this game actually though. I mean maybe it's just because I grew up with it. But as far as I can tell, it's basically just like a 4-button fighter. It looks like the circle button's like a kick. X is also a kick. I don't know, maybe it's like a light and heavy. I'm not very good at fighting games, so I'm probably not a great judge of this kind of stuff. I also don't know what kind of combo system they have going. So I know this is like a fireball. It's basically the Hadouken motion for that. I don't know what causes the like uppercut thing. Is that like just a straight Ryu style uppercut, which I've never been good at inputting in? Like a Shoryuken. I'm terrible at Shoryukens. Okay. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit, and then I think we're gonna be good on audio levels. Yeah, I never played the future release of the game. I think there's like 3 on PlayStation, and then I think there's a Wii game as well that I've been meaning to get for a long time, which is like a very different game. I'm not sure what kind of relationship it has with actual original Battle Arena Toshinden. I can't remember if it's called Battle Arena Toshinden. It might just be called Toshinden. There's a lot of like interesting Wii games that only came out in Japan that I don't feel like I saw covered a lot back then. It may have changed at this point. I'm trying to see. Oh, you know what? There's probably like a command list or something. Oh, you know what? It's kind of interesting. The start menu is kind of sluggish, and you have to press select to navigate it. Oh, normal, long, sky. Oh no, this looks like a nightmare. Oh man, why would you play the game like this? I mean, I guess you're like, hey, I have a 3D game, I can do this, but this is quite the camera angle. It's neat. It's neat that you can do that, but whether you should is another thing. Somebody was just. Let's try this too. I assume all these cameras are gonna be awful. Yeah, this is terrible. I don't know why you'd ever want to play like this. Okay. I think we're good on audio, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just throw something in the YouTube chat. I just want to see if it pops up. Hello. And I'm probably gonna do that throughout the show. Yep, there it goes. Popped up really quick. Just continue to you know, I need to turn my audio back on. Continue to just check in on that chat, make sure everything's good. Because usually it seemed like every like, oh, too loud for me. Usually it seemed like every like 20 or so minutes it was dropping out. All right, let's change this camera because this is a nightmare. Let's try the long, just to give all the camera angles a good. Oh, goodbye. I win. I do like the voice acting in this game. Hey, Alex, how's it going? I think YouTube should be fixed right now. I could be wrong. I haven't seen your message show up there. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So I think it's okay. I'm basically just checking out the PlayStation Classic here real quick. How you doing though, Alex? You doing good on this Saturday? I was like in the middle of cleaning, and then I just decided I was gonna do this, and I have not finished cleaning. The bathroom is still a mess, but I'm just like, I'm just gonna do this right now. So, I don't know the inputs for this game really. It seems like there's some kind of Shoryuken type move. Deadly Vein. But I think like a lot of 3D fighters, there's not a lot of like comboing per se. It's a lot of just like poking and prodding and stuff. So, good. I'm gonna turn this audio down a little bit more for me on my side. It is still very loud. But I have both the YouTube chat open here and my chat, so I'm just keeping an eye on those at the moment. I don't know. I assume we're just gonna poke through a lot of these games. I don't know how many, if all of them. Some of them are RPGs, so you know, Final Fantasy VII starts pretty quick, so we can definitely do that. But Wild Arms, no idea. Also, I haven't played a lot of these games in so long that I doubt I'll even like be able to tell, like, or some of them I haven't played at all, like Tekken I haven't played, so like I probably won't be able to tell the PAL problems and stuff. But the image has. Oh no. Well, I will look forward to seeing that posted on your Twitter feed, I guess. I'll try to keep an eye out for it. My Twitter feed is not very easy to like consistently keep track of like what people are doing. I more or less just see little bits and pieces. I don't really know what I want to do. You know, I can't remember if Triggers does anything in this game. No problem. Let's see if Triggers do anything. I'm also going to change. Oh, it's a roll. Let's change the camera and go back too. I was just kind of curious what it looked like. No sky. There we go. Okay. So that's a roll. That's also a roll. So they're both just rolls. Ow. Okay, there we go. There's that little Shoryuken looking thing. Is that just like the Hadouken motion with triangle instead? I don't think so. I think it's whatever like the Shoryuken motion is, but I'm bad at the Shoryuken motion in video games, so. This camera, man. I want to go to the stage with the best music after this, so we're gonna back out of the unless we get the stage with the best music next. We're gonna back out of this once I kill this guy.
No problem.
The keyboard, yeah, I heard about that. I haven't tested that yet. My keyboard's currently plugged into my PS4, and it's kind of in a place I really can't reach it, so I'm gonna probably not bother with it right now. But yeah, I plan to hack this thing. Like I won't be like. I definitely didn't buy this thing because of like the games that are on here. Like there's some interesting stuff. Like I think it's cool Persona's on here. You know, like if you like when the system came out, you wouldn't have put Persona on there, but you know, for things people like today, it's cool they're able to put it out like that. I was gonna go to the stage that has the music reset. So let's do versus computer. Let's play Ellis. Can I choose a different color? I think I did a bad job. Is there a way to random the computer? Well, I guess we're just gonna both be Ellis. She's gonna be the other color Ellis. Oh, I don't get to choose a stage. Maybe it's, I think this is her stage, so maybe it's whoever you play as is the stage you're on. I just want to play as her for a second here, but I would like to spend more time with this game eventually. I don't know how much it costs to buy games in this series anymore. I don't think Battle Arena Toshinden is particularly like super desirable, but I could be wrong about that. I've always preferred Soul Edge, but I mean Soul Edge was quite a bit later. I do like the transparencies on her clothes here, like the pants and stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, can I back out of this now? All right, I gotta wait till after this.
I never give up.
I think the Saturn version of this game has like in between battle cutscenes and stuff with like full voice acting. I'd have to double check to see if that's the case, but I think. Hey Zero, yeah, I'm doing it right now. So I'm just kind of checking to make sure the YouTube integration stays fine. Anyways, I want to go to the best stage music. Can I? Let me try. There we go. I'm blue using now. And then bring Mondo. But yeah, I'm just doing this right now. Okay, we're not doing the stage with the best music because I can't figure out how all this works. It probably depends on who you're playing against, is what it actually is. But we're not gonna try anymore. So, I've never played any Cool Borders games. I don't think. I always played 2 Extreme. This is also a PAL release. I only ever played 2 Extreme on PlayStation, which has snowboarding in it, but it's not very much. Yeah, this is the PlayStation Classic, so. Yeah, I usually wouldn't stream at this time, but this. Okay, that screen looked weird for some reason. Web Systems. I feel like Web put out so much stuff, but yeah. It's fine, Alex. I don't need to see the other image. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I forgot this game's called like. I think the game is called something else in Japan. It might just be called Trans World Snowboarding in Japan. Because I think I looked into, like, I was looking at some PlayStation 1 snowboarding game and I was like, hey, you know, I don't want to do that because we might get flagged for something. I have no idea how this game works, so I guess let's just do a competition. Oh man, yeah. This has a nice style to it. I mean, very much the style I expect for this game. Let's skip past that so we hopefully don't get, oh, nose grab. Up R1. Okay. Let's see. What kind of borders we got? Got Yagi. Weird. I don't know if this is a Western developer or a Japanese developer. Cindy. Jin. I like Jin. I'm going, let's see, Jin is all speed and power and balance. For somebody who hasn't played this game before, probably balance and quickness is probably for the best. Do they have any other outfits or anything? I'm guessing this dude's the like, yeah. Let's live on the edge a little bit. We'll do Cindy. Oh, I do get different clothes. Oh, that changes things. This is, this is cool. Jacket and pants. So what, let me see what her jacket and pants look like. Looks like they have like 3 each, maybe. We'll go with Cindy. Okay. There we go. All right. Freestyle all around Alpine. Oh, I get to choose the board design as well. But yeah, I feel like SSX was like the first time I really got, like, I feel like that was the first, like, oh, this is the PlayStation snowboarding game for me. So I very much was a Nintendo kid growing up, so is this just a jump? Is that it? I didn't want to do just a jump. I wanted to do a race. Alright, so how does... Yeah! Okay. So I think this is like a slow down to turn faster. There's the first person mode, apparently.
No.
I'm just messing with the controls here if you're wondering why I'm doing so terribly. Yeah.
I'm not giving up.
Impressed everybody. I didn't want to do a trick course, so let me see if we can do a different course. No, I don't want to do this again. I want to just change course. Even in 1080, I never liked the just do the big jump course. Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. I'd never played a Cool Borders game, so.
Here we go.
Ah, do we have to start over? Alright. At least we know what we're doing here, so. Border. We want to be Cindy, which is this way. I think that's what we did. Alright. Style doesn't really matter. Okay. So, yeah, that looks like an actual course here. I don't know why we ended up on Stadium when we selected White Resort. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we didn't select it. Or maybe you just have to do it, because this says big error again. So, okay. Well, let's just put up with this, and we'll do the jump. Alright. So that's like a speed up. Nice. Yeah, it's just like a weird thing to just like throw you in at the start. Because I don't know like how the jumping works yet, because I haven't done anything. So like holding down, is it X that's circle? Okay, so that is jump there. And then the triggers aren't doing anything right now. I did say that the triggers were tricks. As long as I can go on to the next course. Okay, here we go. There we go. Here's a course. Man, that voice is surprisingly distorted for. So it looks like as long as you hold up and press X, you kind of just do that like forward hop. It's only when you hold it that's when you start doing the thing where you like roll forward. I was trying to. Okay, so I think it's not like a grab and hold in this game for tricks. I think it is a tap. So I tap up and R, and then that will do a trick. And then square is how you turn faster, but you slow down. So I need to use that. Okay, I'm figuring this out. I do feel like jumping forward isn't doing a lot. Oh. In terms of like speeding up, but maybe it's because I'm already at max speed here or something. Okay, yeah. So jumping forward does speed you up. It gets you up to like 70, it looks like. This is one of those kind of games that I really wonder, like, how much tricks really matter. I'm not sure if that made me go faster. Let me see if I can figure out, because sometimes like in snowboarding games you want to like crouch and that will make you go faster, and that can be mapped to the jump button. So. Okay. Oof. Like that goes to 110 when I do that, and I shouldn't have done it like that. So I want to see if it goes to 110 when I'm just standing. But I have to actually get that speed first. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing it at the wrong time. I know this probably seems like I'm just playing the game bad, but I'm just messing with the controls, trying to figure out what makes the most sense here. Oh, I'm going to 110 like standing, so I think that's the crouch thing doesn't really matter. So, let's see. Let me just do 3D modeling. Yeah, 3D modeling. I like 3D models. I actually don't want to retry that. That was interesting, but I don't want to do that anymore. um, I like 3D models. I like low poly models, probably just because nostalgia reasons. So I don't think you go faster. A lot of snowboarding games, I feel like at least around like early snowboarding games had a hard time figuring out reasons for you to do tricks. Sometimes it is a speed boost, but it's not really like a Mario Kart thing where you do the trick, land it, and then get a speed boost. Like SSX Tricky, you build a boost and then you hold down a button to go faster. 1080, Jesus, this is loud on my side. 1080 snowboarding. I don't remember 1080 had any kind of trick incentives, but I do know. Oh my gosh, this is so loud. 1080 Avalanche, you'd build up tricks and then you would basically get like a defensive barrier around yourself that you could kind of use as an offensive tool as well, where you basically ram into people and you push them down. So yeah, maybe I don't know Cool Border super well, so maybe what is going on here? Oh, link those PS1s together. This is an interesting screen to start you off on. Alright. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what my plans are with Superman 64 stuff. I would be kind of interested in checking it out someday, but it's definitely not a high priority, unfortunately, for me. The background of the screen looks eerily like the Blue Breaker Burst one they did later. Oh, am I picking? I assume Ricky is probably the car I want. That's a cool car selection seat though. But yeah, I'll let you know if I have any trouble finding it, if I ever decide I want to do it. Speedway, crossover. I feel like crossover is like we got a intersection there. We're playing Destruction Derby. We gotta do something where we crash into each other. I love options in old games because they're always so incredibly barren. Okay. Yeah. That's one thing I didn't think about with this thing is that if a game requires a DualShock, I'll have to figure out some other method. I assume there are like USB DualShocks out there, but you know, whether or not you actually want to do that. What is the accelerate in this game? Is it X? I think it is. Is it just me or is this game really loud? I can lower the volume. I thought maybe the sound might be consistent across all games, but this is just like very... Yeah! Oh, dang it. So, square is brake. I assume we could have altered the controls if we wanted to. Oh, yeah! Oh, square is actually reverse. There we go. Psygnosis is the logo on the side of this car. I think Psygnosis published Lemmings? Possibly? I feel like they had some kind of relationship to Rockstar for a while, or when they were DMA Designs, rather. I did some kind of research on Psygnosis at one point. I think it may have been in relation to DICE. I did like a history article on DICE for VG charts at one point. Ooh. Handling this game actually is alright for it being a D-pad racing game. It's Destruction Derby 0. They're supposed to crash into me. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have bought this PlayStation Classic, honestly. The main reason I bought it is like, hey, maybe someday I'll play fan-translated games like, you know, Police Knots on here or something. Is there an anime girl on the side of that car? I want to zoom in. Let me see the anime girl. Oh, no. I'm going to guess there's no anime girls on the side of the car in Destruction Derby because nobody cared about anime at this point. Let's see. I want to see. I want to see this car art. Come here. Somebody. Okay, here we go. Okay, definitely not an anime girl, but it is a drawn lady. I expected it not to be an anime girl, but alright. This first person mode kind of is awful. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure I could figure it out. I'd have to just get like an adapter or something for a DualShock. Oh boy, the front of my car is not doing so hot. I'm surprised how good this feels though. Like, and it runs pretty smoothly. Like, I don't know. Part of the problem with the PlayStation Classic is that I kind of have like a decent setup for playing PlayStation 1 games already on a modern TV. So like, you know, because I have a Frame Meister, I can basically just plug in whatever and make it generally look good. Like, maybe you guys don't feel that way. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like most of my PlayStation 1 stuff is pretty clean as long as it's going into the Frame Meister 3-component. Oh, did he die? Rest in peace, man. Oh, race over. Oh, the race was over. That's why. So. All right. Let's see if we can do like some actual destruction derby. Let's see. I feel like this controller feels like textured in a way the original PlayStation 1 controller isn't or wasn't. But I can't find my original PS1 controller around here right now. I know I have one here. I just don't know where it is. I haven't had to use it. I think I used it for playing Thousand Arms, actually. All right, the bowl. Let's change cars. Let's go with one of the other ones. Yeah, I haven't got any of the 8-bit DOS stuff. I'm not a huge fan of third-party controllers. I try to avoid them if I can. Like, what I use for PC is just the Xbox One controller. So, I used to use PlayStation controllers, but they're just kind of a pain to work with. And I think they did eventually add support for PlayStation 4 controllers on PC. But honestly, like, the Xbox One controller is fine. So. Oops, Jesus. Yeah, PlayStation stuff, like, because it's 240p, it's actually very easy for me to work with. And basically, I run it into a PS2, or I use a PS2 instead, which causes some problems. I think I have a Grim Reaper on the side of my car. So I think in Destruction Derby, you actually want to like back into people more, yeah, because you don't want to smack your engine as much. Oh boy. I don't know if there's any other controls here to kind of... Alright. Oh jeez. The controls are like reversed though when you're going backwards. Also, I am sliding a bunch. Oh, you know what? I think I'm sliding because the right side of my car is all messed up. So it's like, yeah, I'm just going all the way to the right when I'm driving straight. But yeah, I feel pretty good about the PS1 stuff that I'm capturing. But there's issues with capturing PS1 games from a PS2 sometimes. Primarily that there's just some compatibility issues. One thing I posted about was, I think it was Alice in Cyberland. One of the karaoke sequences is not paced correctly on the PS2. It basically speeds up really fast. All the animation is playing like maybe 5 times faster than it actually should be. Probably the one that was more noticeable to you guys if you watched it, the Thousand Arms stream, when my PS1 decided it wanted to freeze during one of the cutscenes or something. I switched over to PS2, and when I switched over to the PS2, audio started messing up. Oh no. I broke my car. So like the audio started messing up for the first time you loaded up the area. So you'd go into an area, you do a fight, the audio would be messed up, and then once you finish the fight, the audio would fix itself. It was pretty minor, but that stuff happens. So this is an actual NTSC version, it looks like. So this should be running properly. That being said, all the PAL games I've played so far, I haven't really been able to notice. I'm sure if I played them side by side, it would be more noticeable, but I think if I were to play this or bought this thing without knowing that those were PAL releases, I probably wouldn't think too much of it. So, all right. I thought continue only highlighted if you already had data. Oh, you know what? It only highlights if you have a memory card plugged in. That's what it is. Which we have a virtual memory card plugged in. Oh, yeah. What games are you thinking about playing through? We're gonna skip this cutscene. Oh wait, no, we can't skip this cutscene. Never mind. We'll just have to watch the iconic cutscene that everybody has seen 30 billion times over. Beep, beep, beep. I'm still kind of unsure of what I'm doing in the near future in terms of games. I feel like I'm being still kind of wishy-washy. I actually played through a good chunk of Mega Man X last night, the original one. I need to beat it anyway so I can unlock Battle and Chase on that PS2 version of the game. So... Yeah, commentary is, it can be hard. I had to re-record my Bloodstain, quick play probably about two times. So I got about... So basically what I do with a quick play is I play through the sections of the game I know I'm going to show off. And then after that I just go straight into recording, basically. I had a very specific path I was going across, and I got lost at some point in my initial quick play, and I couldn't get back on track fast enough to feel good about it, so I restarted. And then the second time I did the recording, my audio actually was real bad for some reason. I think it may have been because of the AC, which admittedly my AC's on right now. And I just had like a ton of background noise. So I basically went ahead and started over then. I think the third time is when I got it, or maybe it was the fourth time. Boom, 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 boom. I think this battle screen is messed up in this version of the game. Once we fight the Shinra soldiers. It's cool. Yeah, that screen doesn't look right. Yeah. It's cool that this thing's on here. It's definitely not like they've released it enough with different enhancements. It's probably not the one you want to play. I will say that, like, honestly, I'm kind of curious what items they start you with here. Let's take a look real quick. I want to see if they have any attack items actually. Oh no, it's got some magic ice. Yeah, I'm kind of... I'd say there's something about, like, you know, not giving the player that speed up mechanic and things like that. Like, it's cool that it's there, and I won't, like, sit there and complain about it or something, but I think sometimes if you give the player the option to do that stuff, it can lead to you, like... It's like save states. Sometimes if you have save states for a game, you can kind of mess up the flow of the game. I'm trying to see if there's any items around here or anything. I can't remember if they hide anything here. Avalanche. So I guess there's something to be said about that, but it's for the best that they put it in there and let you choose how you want to play. But sometimes I think giving the player the option to like skip that stuff can kind of take away from the experience a little bit. It's just fast forward through everything. But it's just saving time, really. It really doesn't matter. This kind of stuff, like in Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, I really love like how they use FMV in addition to the you know, the characters that are on screen right now, like the character being rendered in real time there, but the FMV playing. And I don't know if they do this in Final Fantasy 7, but in Final Fantasy 8 they do start overlapping like gameplay stuff alongside that stuff as well. So I was trying to see if there's something back there, but I probably should just run forward. I probably shouldn't sit there and scour the environment for items. One day we'll play Final Fantasy Crisis Core. I don't know if that'll be a stream game or what, but that is something I want to play. That dog is, or cat thing is biting the spike on my head. When I do replay Final Fantasy VIII, I'm not sure if I'm going to play the original PlayStation version or go for the HD release. Warning, intruders. That screen looks real bad. I mean, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't actually do anything. If you had no idea that was not the correct screen, you probably would be like, huh, weird. Or you probably wouldn't even think anything of it, rather. I have no idea how much of this we're going to play. It's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy 7, though. I beat it in... When did I beat it? Probably like 2006 is when I beat it. I picked it up in like 99, I think is when I bought it. So I was pretty late to the party on it. But I really wasn't familiar with, like, my exposure to most video game media when I was a kid was through Nintendo Power, so I really didn't see a lot of PlayStation games for a very long time. Like, my first experiences with PlayStation largely were through when my mom and dad divorced. My mom's fiance at the time had a PlayStation, so I played stuff like Medal of Honor. That's when I found about Castlevania and Symphony of the Night. I actually did not like Castlevania at the time. I thought Symphony of the Night was like really confusing, and I didn't want to play it. But I also had a hard time with like a lot of games that were not just like kind of arcadey games when I was a kid. I didn't beat my first RPG outside of Paper Mario. I did beat Paper Mario when that came out, but I think Tales of Symphonia was the first like traditional JRPG outside of a Mario game that I beat. I played through Final Fantasy 7 a lot of times, and I played through parts of it a lot of time. Same thing with Final Fantasy 8 and 9, but I just never beat it or anything. So. Oh, sorry. I saw you. Did I miss your last message, Alex, or did it populate late? Can you let me know? Because I am testing that YouTube stuff. I don't feel like I saw that message earlier, so maybe it was just me missing it earlier. But Sidetrack seemed pretty cool. PS2 games are kind of hard because everything is still 480i, so you have to have like a good deinterlacer and a lot. Well, you don't have to, but like I had like a Crimson Tears, Crimson Tears stream I did initially, and the interlacing from my capture card on that thing is so awful. I think it is a quick look or something like that, or a quick play. Are you streaming, Alex, or are you just doing like a recording and then posting later? Switch on. The nice thing about this version of the game is that it's the PlayStation version, where I think all other versions of the game are based off the PC port and have various problems based off that game. I think they've cleaned them up over time, but you know, I'm not gonna say this thing is 100% accurate. Like, you saw the battle transitions are messed up, but okay. Thank you. I might have just missed it in that case. So. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh. Go back down. I do love the look of the characters on this screen though. Like, I don't know. They're like goofy in a way that I like. I'd be curious to see if they ever tried to do something like this. I mean, Square Enix probably never would. But, like, I don't know if there are a lot of... I'm trying to think of, like, 3D RPGs by indie developers. And, you know, I know that the like, look of that... of the, you know... roaming around the overworld in this game is due to technical limitations more than anything, probably. I don't know, actually. Like, you know, we have these battle... I'm kind of curious what the choice or the decision was to make like the characters be those little characters that run around instead, because you know, obviously on this screen here you're not rendering anything. Like, you're rendering your character models, but that's about it. I don't know if you ever come back here at any point in the game. If there's a reason for you to be able to do this stuff or not. But, like, you're not rendering anything out other than the characters. Like the Love Plus kind of thing, where it's like you have a giant character on screen, so you can just kind of throw all your resources at it. But I don't know, maybe it has to do with, like, how the FMV stuff works. I don't know. You record and post later? Yeah. I remember that being pretty popular about 10 years ago or so. I feel like, I don't know if people still do that, like just like traditional Let's Play stuff. Probably somebody, I think Chugga Conroy was like the first person I ever heard about who did it. I didn't watch any of his stuff, but he was very popular in the community when I was doing writing for the Speed Gamers. Everybody would just be asking for Chugga Conroy all the time. I guess we'll go fight this boss and then call that a day. On this game. We'll go through more games. Move, Jesse, move. I always liked Jesse when I was a kid. Oh. You know what's really funny is that when I was a kid, I had no idea about how, like, saving worked. So, like, whenever I came to this save point down here, I would press the save. Like, I'd press the, I think it was the X button. Maybe it's the circle button. We'll have to mess with it when we get down there and see what it actually is. But I basically would think that the game had saved, but it never would. So every time I started the game, I had to start the game over because I was like, for some reason, this game doesn't save when I go to the save point. I'll try to show you exactly what I did to mess that up, but... I've come to appreciate this OST over time. I know people say it sounds rough, but I kind of like the more MIDI style music out of it. It's got a very distinct sound to it compared to, you know, Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I think 8 and 9 just use like more standard audio, right? Like it just streams it off the disc. I could be wrong about that, but or maybe not streams it off the disc. I don't think it's like Redbook audio or something like that. But it's alright. Is this the way to the box? So basically what I would do is I'd come here and be like, okay, time to save, and then I'd come down here and press the X button. I was like, okay, I've played Nintendo 64 games before. When you click the save button, it's quick, and that's fine. We've saved. But that's not how PlayStation games work. You need to actually come in here and wait for the memory card to load, and then go through this screen, and then do all this garbage. So I just didn't realize that as a kid. So I always have to restart over and over and over again. I'm trying to remember. I feel like, was it DS or 3DS? I was reading about improving the audio quality of some games on portable systems. I don't remember which system it was for though, where you could basically like change the, maybe it was on 3DS, you could change the like sound output on new 3DSs through hacking and get like better quality sound out of them. So that was interesting. If I recall correctly, Barrett tells you the wrong information here. Have they touched up the translation for this game at all in the re-releases? Or is it still like this guy are sick kind of stuff in here? It seemed crazy that they haven't retranslated this. If I recall correctly, basically what you're supposed to do is not attack when his tail's up, and I think Barrett tells you to attack when his tail's up. Because I believe what happens. There's a guy in Breath of Fire 2 who literally just tells you to go to the wrong place. And then they're just like, whoops, translation error. And then it's still on the Game Boy Advance version of the game. I noticed that the Tales of the Tempest audio, like the opening audio, is really bad for some reason. I don't know if that's just how it is, or if oh no, this isn't it. I don't know if that's just how it is, or if they if there's something wrong with like playing it on Wii U that messes up the audio for it. All right. So let's see what Barrett says here. Be careful. Yeah, he says attack while its tail is up. And then it says it's gonna counterattack with its laser. So he's supposed to say don't attack when his tail is up. And he puts his tail back down. So that's what you're supposed to do, but obviously when you're a kid, you're like, okay, attack when his tail's up, attack. And it counters with the laser. They have censored things. What did they censor? If you want to play Love Plus, by the way, it runs really well on Wii U. I have not run into any problems with it. It might be a problem when we get to the time part of it. I'm not sure how the Wii U tracks time for DS Virtual Console releases, so. Alright, that's probably enough Final Fantasy VII. Bye, Barrett. I've never played this video game. Grand Theft Auto. I have only played through Grand Theft Auto 4. I played about 5 hours of Grand Theft Auto 5, and I like the story of the Grand Theft Auto games. I like the character interactions, I guess, but I don't like the actual gameplay for the most part. But I've only played through 4, and I know people have kind of changed their mind on 4, or rather kind of have not really changed their mind, but, you know, I feel like Grand Theft Auto 4 is considered one of the weaker releases after Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. D-May Designs. Vsauce? I don't think I've ever heard of Vsauce. I was seeing that, like, I think Crystar is getting, I think this is also PAL. Crystar is getting censored, I think. Or I think it's just like 0.5 seconds of the opening cutscenes getting censored or something. And then Conception is also getting... Let's see Bubba. I wonder how this plays. If it's like twin stick kind of, or you just use like the face buttons to kind of like turn and shoot, or if it is just face the direction and shoot. But yeah, games like this, Driver and stuff like that. I mean, Driver is you know, not quite the same thing. But okay, what are we doing here? Okay, so interesting. So you press left and right to turn, and then X to move forward. That's an interesting control scheme. Okay. I think the payphones is where we need to go. I think that's where he told me to go. This is pretty difficult to control. Oh. Is that a... Wait. I think R2 is fart and belch. Circle is punch. Yeah, this feels real weird. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of curious what led to the decision to censor that stuff from the beginning. Okay, there we go. We punched the guy. This is the Grand Theft Auto experience, right? This is how you play Grand Theft Auto, yeah? Okay, you can punch while you're running. It just doesn't really... Oh yeah, it kind of shows. Okay, square hijacks cars, maybe? Yeah. Alright. Got a bus. Okay, R2. Oh, there we go. That's there where we want to be, actually. 2 yellow cabs for the bank job. So I need to find yellow cabs. There's one. Ooh. There's something, you know, kind of interesting about how quiet this game is in some ways. I mean, it's very Grand Theft Auto-y of just like, hey, here's a radio if you want to listen to it. Oh. Oh no. I don't know if this car is going to make it. I'm running into quite a bit. Oh, you know what? I guess the reason why the controls are how they are when you're walking around is because of, oops. If you're driving a car, that's what the controls would be. So they just kept the controls the same between driving a car and being there in person. Or being a person. I want to see what this is real quick. I'm someone who doesn't really mind the Tifa design change so much. But I have very finicky like stances on censorship stuff. Usually when somebody's like outfit is censored, I typically actually like the outfit better, usually. I don't know if this is actual music or not. I typically like the outfit better. But, you know, I don't like the intention behind it, though, is the problem. I got a pistol. Okay. Let me see if I can I get back here? I don't really know what I'm trying to do. Like, I know where I'm trying to go, I just don't know, like, how this map works. I don't think I have a map. No, let's get a different cab, because this one's pretty beat up and I worry that it won't make it. Although at this point I'm wondering if we'll really go out of our way to finish this mission or not, because I don't know where I'm going. Oh no, we got a police officer coming after us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know, maybe we should just head south for now. Maybe that's the better thing to do. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how they handle it with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Obviously, they're basically, you know, remaking the game entirely, so I'm sure a lot of that translation stuff won't really carry over anymore. And I don't know how to get that direction at all. I feel like there has to be a bridge somewhere, but I don't know where that bridge is. This is a dead end. So let's, is there a way I can, no, that's water as well. Is this a bridge? Am I like stuck on an island is the problem here? I don't know. Well, it says Island City. I feel like I should have to go this out of my way to get to the first objective in the game, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we were here earlier. Let's just go north like I was planning on doing earlier. I do like the little cop icon up there. No bridge. Okay. Let's keep on going north. We're in North Island City. Alright. Hello, school bus. Oh. Alright, there's something going on up here. It's like a ramp. Here we go. Maybe we can get where we need to be this way. It looks like we're like crossing over. Let me see if I can grab one of those taxis real quick. Okay, probably not. I was hoping I could get one of those taxis to stop. But if I drive into one, we'll switch cars. Alright, I think we're good-ish. Oh, I got busted. Okay, enough of that. I wonder how the Japanese version was in terms of that censorship stuff, if it was, like, represented in any way whatsoever. Okay. Well, it seems like the YouTube integration's doing okay right now. Let me see how long we've been streaming. Like an hour, so I might be just missing something zero. I don't know. I'm not paying that much attention. I have no idea what game I just selected. Oh, IQ. Never played this one either. I heard very good things about it. Oh, if you guys haven't seen it yet, and I was going to talk about the Dreamcast earlier because one thing I haven't really gotten set up is decent Dreamcast capturing. I'm still just using S-Video at this point, and the Dreamcast has like VGA out that you can do. I just haven't really bought the stuff to do it yet. There's actually a really good Dreamcast documentary that came out recently from the guys that do those. I think it's Toko Dreamcast or documentaries. All right. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, that speeds things up. Okay. Oh, okay. Not sure how this works. Was there a tutorial on the main screen? Because I have no idea what's going on. Rules. There we go. Okay, the Japanese version wasn't censored. Yeah. Maybe someday they'll do like a real retranslation for it.
The concept of the game is to try to
we're gonna get
capture
talked
the
through.
cubes.
Tell me about the concept of the
The
game.
player can mark a spot on the stage by pressing the X button.
Something
By
strangely
pressing the
clear
X
about this
button
voice.
again, the player can deactivate the mark. The game is played by marking a spot and then successfully deactivating the spot. Now let's try to capture a cube.
All right, tell me how to
First,
capture
mark
cube.
the spot where a cube should be captured. When the cube is about to land on the marked spot, press the X button. The
Okay.
marked spot is then deactivated, and the cube is captured. Repeat this to capture all the necessary cubes.
Wait, do I want all cubes? Or just how to get through? Okay.
If any cubes are left to fall off the stage, the number of fallen cubes will be calculated on the block scale.
Oh, so
Every
you
time the
can
number
all-
of fallen cubes exceeds that of the block scale, the player loses the last row of the stage. The player must prevent the cubes from falling off the stage.
This seems
When
pretty
the player is
tight.
avalanched by the cubes and falls off the stage, it's game over.
Huh. Interesting.
IQ is measured against the player's efficiency in capturing the cubes, as well as the total number of cubes captured. The mark
I think he got cut off. Okay. Let's find out about forbidden cubes here real quick, because I think those might be the green cubes. I want to know what those are.
forbidden cube.
If it is just, hey, okay.
Not all of the cubes should be captured.
So basically just don't capture that cube. Is probably what the answer is. Okay. I think it's enough for what we need to know. Now that we have an idea of how this game works.
First stage.
So we can only lose 3 cubes. Alright. Don't know what the purpose of those green marks are. Oh, I missed it. Oh, can I not use the green mark spots, maybe? Ah, I fucked up. I like this music. I forget, did they put one of these out on PSP as well? Yeah, so I can't use the green slots. I'm not sure if it's worth just letting the green ones go in that case. Oh, forbidden cube. Don't take the forbidden cube! So I guess... Well... Alright, we're gonna take the forbidden cube. Oh, the forbidden cubes don't count. Probably. No, actually. I like the style of this game quite a bit, actually. The PlayStation has a lot of really cool games like this. Oh no, I messed up. Guys, yeah, I need to play Guys someday. Or is it Guys? The Holy... Dang it. I guess it's probably not worth trying to get in there as soon as possible. I'm out of space. I mean, at this point, once it's this close, can you really do much? Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting game. Only PS1. Okay. For some reason, I thought there was another game that was on PSP that was in a similar style. All right. More PAL releases. I actually played quite a bit of this as a kid at a friend's house. Jumping Flash. This is one of the ones that I've always wanted to get around to actually purchasing. I can't remember. I think this game came in a tall box. Because they had that period of time where like Sega sold them the tall boxes because they could get them for cheap. Exact. Ultra.
Baron Aloha, a black shadow threatening the safety of peaceful worlds. An evil scientist who frightens children and is bent on slavery. A giant robot has seized the peaceful world and carried it off. Aloha's evil plan is to turn it into a huge private retreat for himself. Universal City Hall, here to help the people. Robert can do the job. Let's go, Robert. Jump and go.
Jump and go. All right.
Jumping Flash.
Oops. Reverse for sure. Fine. For some reason, the like start button seems very, very sensitive. It like double taps it sometimes. I don't know if that's a problem with just this controller or what. When I was a kid, I had a hard time like discerning objectives in games and stuff, and so this is one of those where it's just like I didn't really know what to do, and in general, I just had trouble like figuring out what should be properly done. Like I feel like a long time I was that way. I don't know if I just wasn't paying enough attention. Like I said, I played through all of Dark Cloud without crafting and stuff. So I think I just like didn't think about it a lot of times. Oh boy, that's a cute little enemy. So I think you hold trigger and you can look up and down. Frame rate gets real fast right there. Okay. It does the whole Metroid Prime look down when you jump thing. That's the exit. Okay. Shoot these frogmans. So I'm not sure there's like a way to jump higher. Okay, it's a double jump is what it is. So let's see. Like this little house. Controls are interesting in this game because when you're jumping, you like strafe, but when you're actually walking, it's just like a pressing left and right to move the direction of the or like you can actually rotate with left and right instead of straight. I didn't double jump. Very like Super Mario 64 looking health thing up there. Didn't make it. Let's see. Maybe. The blimp is technically higher. To an extent. Okay. Let me see. Can I stand on this or do I slide? I slide. Okay. I don't think I can get in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, got hit. Alright. Well, I'm not going to worry about that ring thing anymore. Ooh, that frame rate. I think I would prefer if the strafe controls were bound to the L and R, so I could kind of keep moving while going left and right. We have to jump to do that. And the jet pod here. And there's one more jet pod. Not gonna make it. Oh, I forgot all these pigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we can go now. Other than that ring that I couldn't get into, I think we're good to leave.
All right.
Alright. They're cheap, Alex. So, yeah. I really can't say I had a great reason for getting it at $25, but, you know, this stuff, you know, even though this plays fine. Like, if you bought this and you didn't even hack it, like, it may not be the best way to play this game, but it's a way to play them. Especially if you don't have, like, the nightmare setup like I have. Like, if you just have a PlayStation 1 and your HD TV, there's a very good chance you're not going to be able to, like, plug it in and just play a game reasonably well. Like, it's not just the visual quality, it's also, like, you know, delay and things like that. So there's definitely, like, a reason to have something like this. If you want to just plug something into your TV and go. I'm getting messed up. But I think for a lot of people who care about old video games significantly, there's a lot of other options that you'd probably rather do. Let's see. There's a jet pod right there. I'm not going to be able to make this. Yeah. I think I can bounce off this, but it hurts. Yeah. Oh. Ah! So I think I can kind of rub up against this thing to get up to other places. Here we go. Like a little hot tub, hot spring.
Great.
Ugh, we made it.
Free time.
Oh, time stop.
Great.
Wonder if that max HP up is permanent or if it's only for this level. Got him. Alright, we got one more jet pod left. I don't know what this money does really either. I guess it might just be score. I think there's a sequel to this game as well, but I think it's not nearly as affordable. I think this game isn't that bad to buy, because I think I looked into it when the PlayStation Classic came out, and I was like, this is actually not terrible. Rockets get it? Oh, you have a triple jump, actually. Or at least I have one now. Oh boy. Oh.
All right.
All right. Yeah, unless there's a reason I need a DualShock for it, if I play Cold Echo eventually, I'll probably just load the ROM onto this thing and play it that way. So, this is fun though. I'm having a good time with this. It's one of those things where like I would totally sit down and play this game, but oh whoops, I didn't realize I kept my items between missions. I don't have them anymore now that I died, but. Let's see, are there any other items around here? Can I like? I wasn't sure if I could like bust those rocks open or anything. Yeah, I think the strafe would be really useful if you could strafe on the ground. Admittedly, maybe the game was designed in a way that they didn't want you to do that, so. Ow! There we go. Bloodstain that boss, just stick on its head the whole time. All right. Yeah, I think chat's good. So I'll probably just keep playing for a little while, but yeah, I think we're probably good on that. It was interesting because I had to download. I don't know, like so there was like a restream chat before, and I was using that version, and then also it was like, hey.
Forget it, dude. Sit down and relax now.
This is technically the beta version of Restream Chat, so I don't know why the version I was using before is not considered beta, or maybe it was beta, but it just didn't label it as such. I had to uninstall the original version and then install a new one because they were like installing as two separate applications. So, oh, Metal Gear. Do we really want to play Metal Gear? Maybe we'll come back to Metal Gear. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a big, long cutscene, and we'll play the elevator sequence, and then stop playing if we do that. I'll think about it. I do have a PS1 copy of Metal Gear. Anthony gave me the Metal Gear collection for PS2, which actually includes like a PS2 box for Metal Gear 1. So it's pretty neat. This version, okay, Mr. Driller on here is the NTSC version. I don't know which version, like, assuming I hack this thing, and I don't really know if you can, like, keep the original games on here, or if you hack it, you have to basically start over and, like, you know, load your own ROMs. But I don't know which version of Mr. Driller I should play. I hear various things about different ones. The Dreamcast one seems to be one that people like, as well as the GameCube version. But like it seems like since then, a lot of the ones that came out in the US particularly don't really seem to be like a fully featured. It's not like they remove a bunch of content from them. It's Kirby. Kirby on a PlayStation console. One of those games that are super loud. I'm gonna turn the audio down a little bit just in case, but let me know if you want it back up a little louder. Oh man, on my side it's so loud. Okay. Yeah, let me know if it's still too loud. Beginner. I'm bad at puzzle games. Alright. It's like... Okay. Oh, that's bad. Oh, okay. I'll get crushed. I'm guessing I can't stab up? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. I don't really know the point of Mr. Driller and how to go fast. Or if I'm supposed to go fast, or if I'm supposed to... Oops. I guess the ultimate point is to not have to get hit by one of those blocks. I assume breaking more at once is probably good. Yeah. fine now? Okay. I guess maybe the ultimate goal would be to just kind of keep your head clear as much as possible. Good. But I really don't understand like what causes these to break otherwise, or if they do. Also, don't know if I can die from falling. I imagine I just want to keep moving though, and just maybe look for big chunk of pieces. Oh boy. And maybe like do stuff like, oops. I don't know if I got it or got hurt there. Do stuff like that where I like combine pieces. Okay, yeah, so they do break behind you basically. Okay, well, if it's still bad, I don't think we'll play Mr. Driller much longer because I don't know what I'm doing. I was warned that Mr. Driller would be hard, so, okay. Oh, that's so loud. I wonder if that's how it actually is, or if that's just like... Alright. Expert, go all the way. This actually feels like it runs... Oh, because, you know, I'm playing expert, so it probably actually goes faster. So, like... Does it make sense to just keep going down? I assume that's not going to give you the highest score. Okay, there we go. Rest in peace. Huh, interesting. Okay. I don't know. I probably need to spend more time to figure that one out. Okay, I'm putting the audio back up. Oops, I guess we're playing Rayman. I meant to go to Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey or whatever, but... Too late. I did play this on PC when I was a kid. I did not play this on a PlayStation, ever. I think that might be the only Rayman game I played. The original one on when I played it on PC. I did play, actually, Origins. I think I rented that. I don't remember if I beat that or not, though. I think I did. I recall playing quite a bit of Origins, or maybe it was the follow-up to Origins. I don't remember anything about it, though, to be honest with you. I'm surprised. That wasn't too long ago. I'm sure I probably didn't make any content on it or anything. It's memory card. Okay, this is, yeah, quite a bit quieter. So let me raise my audio back up too. AIDS gameplay. Well, there, I am just gonna A across the board. AIDS Odyssey, yeah. That Abe's Odyssey, I guess is what it's called. Alright. I did play Munch's Odyssey on Xbox briefly when I was a kid, but like I said, I had a hard time figuring out objectives in games like that. I really feel like, and maybe this is just more about like what to say about me, but I feel like oh, does he not punch? I thought he punched. That's like a crawl. I just had a hard time with games growing up and like understanding objectives, so I usually just played stuff like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. It wasn't until I was a teenager that I really started like exploring a lot of other stuff and like really going on my way to beat games and stuff. Yeah. I think I was saying Abe's Odyssey, like AIDS Odyssey. It's Abe's, I guess. Ow. I wouldn't be surprised if I was saying AIDS Odyssey on accident. Can you run? No. I feel like there's like some weird hitching happening. I don't know if you guys can tell. That's like a 1-up. Okay. Like sometimes when I'm moving right, the screen just like suddenly juts forward a little bit. I'm not sure if it's a camera issue or if the game's running at a weird speed. Good picture taken. Can you do that multiple times? Yeah. Can I jump on people? Well, not gonna find out there at least. The 3D Rayman games always looked kind of interesting. Maybe not interesting, but they look like pretty decent platformers and stuff. 3D platformers. Hello, lady. Oh, is this where I punch? Yeah. Thank you for giving me the ability to punch. The longer you press, the further your punch will go. All right. Punch. All right, I freed those things. They gave me little hearts. Oh, they good. Rest in peace, I guess. Can I punch that? Do I want that? Can I move this? Okay. Okay. I don't know what that did, but... Oh, I have a gold fist now. There's another one up there, too. It's like a sheet there. Oh, it respawned. Okay. Bah! Whoops, maybe there's another thing over here. Ooh. Oh! I don't think we'll play this that much longer. It seems fine. I do like how big the graphics are in this game. Like, they just look really nice. There's like a Saturn game that has a very similar looking graphics. I forget what it's called. Okay. So let's grab this. I want to see what this is real quick. Missed it. Got it. So just like a full, I think it throws longer if I don't charge it. Or it goes further even if I don't charge it. Alright, that weird platform down there, or paper or something. Another super fist. Don't know if that improves this anymore. If we more or less just are where we are with this. Ah. Well, it's gone. I died. Oh, that's Rayman. AIDS Odyssey. This is a PAL version. Oh. Probably try to continue to take it slow this weekend. I think that I'm not going to look into news for this weekend for podcast stuff. Probably just do something that's kind of chill for the most part. I always forget like how they would use like instead of the built-in text, they'd use like a picture of a screen for text, and then so like the resolution of that text isn't the same as if you just like displayed text normally.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay.
What does game speak?
Okay. Hello. Wait. Follow me.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Is that just the game's controls or something?
Okay.
Okay. Help Abe. Help Abe together.
Follow me.
The Rayman one, yeah. I haven't looked into Jaguars before, but the library seems pretty solid. It's one of those things where like people like crap all over the Virtual Boy and stuff like that, but generally, if you know of a system and it's pretty like makes you like that, there's like decent stuff on the platform.
The biggest meat processing plant on Oddworld.
Like even the
I used to
PCFX
work
has
here.
some stuff, but
Yeah.
it's
I was really a slave, like all the others.
But I mean, it's very text heavy on PCFX, so it's pretty slim pickings if you're just trying to play a game without like navigating through some text stuff. Apparently I'm sleeping. Rapture Farms.
That's me. My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat. I crossed the meanest boss in the world, Mullock the Gluckin. My whole life changed in just one day. I was working late one night at Rupture Farms.
Whoa. I've been thinking about playing Martian Gothic recently, maybe on stream. Maybe that's what we'll do after Tales of the Tempest.
We used to make meat munchies. Until the meaches were through. We still made paramite pies. And we made some good scrap cakes, too.
I like this voice for Abe.
I thought I had a good job. But that was before I knew. How we'd make new and tasty, I was still to find. The truth, it turned out. Now that would blow my mind. The Gluckins were scared, 'cause profits were grim. Termites and scrabs had been turning up thin. But Mullock was cool. He had a plan. This new kind of meat. It was us!
It's weird that you can like hear the English in the voice acting. Alright.
I just had to escape. I just had to be free.
Is to look
And
in.
I didn't even know I had a destiny.
Oh, neat.
So, get me out of here!
I think this is where the game starts. I think I've seen the first level of this game you played, and I feel like that thing's immediately chasing you when the game starts. At the store. I need to go to the store. I gotta go get some stuff for... I gotta replace the filter on my AC. But, like, my AC's in a bad spot. Like, it's behind everything over here. So I have to actually move my desk. But it's not easy to move my desk, so...
Follow me.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know.
Stand here and hoist. This plays a lot like, I forget what the game's called. Oh, I see. Like that. Out of This World, I think is what it's called. Ooh. That worked out great. Run and jump. There we go. Pull the lever, stand next to it, and press square.
I don't know.
Alright. Oops. Oh. Rest in peace. Was he on the ground or something? I wonder if I can walk past him. Oh yeah, he's asleep. Oh, just sneak past this leg, hold R2. Gotcha. I don't know if that did anything. Can I hold this for like longer periods of time than just a second? Hoist. Okay. I mean, what does that do, though? There we go. Boom. Is that a bomb? Am I about to explode?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I dropped down on accident. Nice. I had wings last night, actually. I probably shouldn't have, but I was craving them for like a week and a half, and I was like, I want wings. Wings are like a weird food where the director's cut, this is like the censored release, or no, they advertised this one as like uncensored, but I think they left it censored on accident when they initially released it. Was something weird. But yeah, wings are like a weird food where like if I eat them, I just don't, it doesn't feel like you have eaten anything. It just tastes good, and then at the end you're like, I'm not really that full, but maybe it's just because it's like a minimal amount of meat you're getting. I probably should play through the PlayStation version of Resident Evil someday. I just have a local place that's like right outside my apartment complex that I grabbed some. I just took them to go. They're like barbecue in Buffalo. They didn't really have a lot of choices there. It's a pretty small place. It's mainly like a pizza place. But it's fine. I'm not very picky when it comes to wings, and I very rarely buy wings on my own. It's almost always like when I'm out doing something. So it's definitely not like oh, I have a local place that's very good at wings. It's just like they serve pizza and also wings kind of thing. It's like very convenient. That's about it. There's like a handful of businesses like right outside my apartment complex that's just like nice to get up there and just grab some stuff. I'm gonna skip past this cutscene. We just spent a lot of time watching that Abe's Odyssey cutscene. They thought it was safe. Basically, they are in the forest and all of a sudden dogs come and they get chased into the mansion.
I don't know what happened.
Barry, where's Barry?
Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't have a physical version of the PlayStation 1 version of this game. I think it's actually surprisingly more expensive than I thought when I went to go buy it last. I think if you get the director's cut, it's fairly cheap, but if you try to get the original print run, it's
Jill and
not
I will
cheap.
stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
All right.
Chris? Take care.
One thing I have started doing is no raccoon. So this game doesn't have any Raccoon City in it. You will not hear any Raccoon City lore in this game, I don't think. Maybe in reference to like an area that's nearby, possibly, but Dusty looking grand 5 o'clock. Okay, we do have a knife. We don't have a gun. There we go. Okay. I don't think I want to carry this right now, but we'll take it for right now. It's been a while since I played this version of the game, so. Chris is the worst to choose, but that's okay. We won't be playing this game very long. Okay, let's get the cutscene. Whoops, well, I skipped the cutscene. I actually don't know how reasonable it is to fight this thing. It's Kenneth from Star's Bravo team. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. That zombie was eating him. I'm trying to debate if I want to stay here with this zombie. I probably shouldn't. I'm forgetting the controls all of a sudden though. I think with Jill, like, the point is to, not the point, but like what you want to do is like back off so Barry kills him instead. Dinner utensils. And I think you go back in here and then everybody's gone. Right. But yeah, as far as I know, Raccoon City isn't really mentioned in this game. Yeah, Jill is the easier playthrough for this game for sure. But you still want to play through on both of them to get both the stories.
Wesker? Jill?
Okay, there's a gun, I think, right there. Or something.
What happened to Jill and Wesker?
It's Jill's gun. It's my gun now. Now I can shoot zombie if I want to. I played through a chunk of this a while ago, maybe about 4 years ago or so. But I messed up and like the my PS1 virtual memory card on PS3 was full, so I couldn't actually save. And then I had to quit the game on PS3 to actually trigger. There we go. I had to quit the game on PS3 to actually make one, and so I had to leave my progress behind and everything. Oh. pretty quick. I think there's something back here. Danger. I think ribbon. I don't really remember what the first steps are in this game, to be honest. I know we can get this. I really need to adjust the brightness on my TV. Like, this wooden thing right here, barely visible on my TV. It's a map of the first floor. Of the first floor. Countdown Vampire is another game like this I want to play. Vampire. I was thinking about Vampire Hunter D this morning, actually. And I need to get a copy of Vampire Hunter D. That's definitely a game that I've been wanting to look at for a long time. And it's about time I look at it, I think. Whether or not I actually watch a Vampire Hunter D anime at some point is another thing. But that's just how it is. I played about the first hour of that One Piece game that I picked up, Unlimited Adventure. That seemed alright. I would say that I don't know if I like the style of One Piece very much. Like, at least the opening cutscene did not, no spiders, yeah. At least the opening cutscene of, that One Piece game was not particularly, promising in terms of, like, the characters and delivery. Even the beginning was mostly just, like, Luffy being like, "Can I eat this?" kind of thing. And, like, that's goofy and fine, but they leaned on it super hard in a way that it was just kind of like, oh. I mean, you definitely could go that route and make, like, 5 "Can I eat this" jokes in the first, like, 2 minutes of the game. So, but maybe that's just how Luffy is. I don't know. Luffy? Luffy? I don't know how you actually say his name. I did enjoy the first, like, 2 volumes of the manga that I had read. I might, shoot this guy for now. Get him out of the way. Oh, come on. Nah. I was hoping I could get out of the way and then I can kite the other one around, but I'll probably just end up kiting both of them. I can't really see there. Come on down, buddies. Take your time. Luffy? Okay. I need to play that Full Metal Alchemist game at some point. Is Grand Adventure the one that more recently came out? I know there's one that was, like, pretty decent as far as I can tell. Same developer, Gambarion or something like that. It's the people who did, what's it called? What is that game called? Pandora's Tower. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Puzzle solving. Is there anything here that I want? I don't think so. Let's see if I can get past them real quick. Nope. Can I push you on the floor? Okay. Good enough. I'm weird that I wouldn't say that I like the proportions of the characters very much, but I do think the female characters, like, the general aesthetic of the female characters in that series, I think, are fine. Like, I like the main girl with the orange hair or whatever. Like aspects of her design. I don't really think it would matter to me if she was her weird, like, you know, tiny waist, but big old booty and boobies, but, you know. Burning Blood was most recent release? Okay. There's one that had like a grapple hook feature I was looking at. I forgot to actually go get the thing I just spent all that time trying to do. But I try to, like, honestly, in general, I try not to worry about art style that much anymore. I know people get all upset about it, and I used to get all upset about it too a long time ago. I used to spend a lot of time criticizing people's art all the time, and it really, at the end of the day, it's whatever. It's just an aesthetic. If you want to make your ladies like super hourglass shaped, sure, why not? There's the argument of, like, you know, body image stuff, but you know, I don't know. It's is he just gone or is he still there? He's still there. I think we're almost dead. I like that you even though you're in danger, you don't actually get any real, like, signs that you're in danger. I feel like, because when we were in danger earlier and I was running, he wasn't, like, limping or anything. He just was being him. Carving of a sword. I don't have a sword. Shove my knife in that door. So we'll probably just go till I die real quick. I'm almost dead, so, but I'm also not particularly trying. The controls are weird in that Unlimited Adventure game, though. It's interesting to see how that works out. Unfortunately, they did add some waggle because everybody had to, but I look forward to checking it out. I'll probably finish Pandora's Tower first, but yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I don't know how much time has passed in the world of One Piece either. I think what's-her-face, I think they used to be all kind of smaller, right? And I feel like even Luffy has gained some like physical bulk to him he used to not have. I will never watch One Piece, so I wouldn't worry about spoiling it unless you don't want to spoil it for Zero, but I don't think Zero has any cares about that. Although I guess technically this is a VOD, so you could spoil it for somebody, but you could also just be like, hey, don't if you want One Piece spoilers, or don't want One Piece spoilers, don't worry about it. Let's use the last of our bullets here. There are so many zombies in this room. Alright. I think that's probably it for Resident Evil. I like Resident Evil. I don't know if I need to play through Resident Evil 1 again, but yeah, I will never watch any. Oh no, Zero. Oh no. What do we have left here? What's going on? While I play Ridge Racer Type 4, Zero, tell me what is the situation with Persona 1 at the start? Are we gonna go through a bunch of text, or are we going to actually play a video game? That's the thing with just looking at RPGs, is the first 30 minutes are either going to be the worst stuff, or it's going to be like Final Fantasy VII, where they throw you in a dungeon immediately. Grab brakes. Don't breathe.
Welcome to the Real Racing Roots 99 Grand Prix.
I like the UI for this game.
Here are the rules of competition for this Grand Prix. The Grand Prix consists of 3 stages.
I don't need rules about Grand Prix. There isn't? Okay. We'll give it a look. I don't know how much, oh, Pac-Man. We gotta be Pac-Man. We'll give it a look. Yeah, I'm the punk. Has a winning streak. I don't know anything about cars. Whoever has an auto car, though. Auto. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Something about this feels very like, very well thought out for a PlayStation game. Okay. 25 or 12 minutes. We can look at it if you guys think it will work out.
Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter. I don't know what button is accelerate. Text. Okay. This game's quite a bit louder, so I'm gonna turn the audio back down, I think. I'm gonna love Mark. we'll put some time into it. All right, here we go. Can I do a different camera? There we go. So just 2 choices. Oh, this is some good racing music. 90s racing game had some amazing songs with vocals in them. This is at least a lot more playable than Ridge Racer 6. I tried playing Ridge Racer 6 and like I'm sure it's a very good game, but I have no idea how the controls work in that game. This feels a lot more accessible. Oh boy. I'm really bad at drifting Ridge Racer series, which the problem with Ridge Racer 6 is that you were like drifting all the time. Oh boy. Alright. Oh boy. Oh gosh, okay. I played a good chunk of the PSN port of Ridge Racer, or Daytona USA. I like that. I eventually figured out the drifting in that game and was able to do okay. I also got into the manual transition stuff and was able to do better at that as well. Okay, we're in 3rd place. I do have Ridge Racer DS. I think we played that during the DS stream for a little bit. I could be wrong. That was like ported by NST, I think, to Nintendo 64, and then I think the DS version's also NST. Oh no, I was so close. The sensitivity of the turning is very strange in this game. Like, it feels very inconsistent. I'm assuming there's logic behind it, but Sonic Racing is another game you need to check out. I don't have a copy of Sonic Gem Collection on GameCube. I probably should get that. I think it's one of the more... I don't think it's an expensive GameCube game, but I think it is one of the more pricier GameCube games at this point. Like, I think you're looking at 60 plus for a complete used copy. But it's been... I haven't looked at the prices in a while. I don't think it's that bad, but I think it's getting bad. That's Ridge Racer. I'll one day play a Ridge Racer all the way through. I have no idea what that box art for Persona even is. Just looks like a mesh of black stuff. Excuse me, Will. Why am I yawning? Oh, this Atlas logo. I saw this every stream when we played Thousand Arms. Or at least before every stream when we started the game up. I dreamt I was a butterfly. I couldn't tell I was dreaming, but when I woke, I was, and not a butterfly? Was I dreaming that I was a butterfly, or was the butterfly dreaming that it was me? Is Soshi like an actual writer, or is that some thing? Yeah, pictures of Japan. We don't have the budget to make art, so let's use a photograph. Okay. There's the arcade machine thing. Should I watch this, or should I just skip past it? I don't know what this is gonna be. Okay, gotcha. Part of it might be the brightness on my TV, because like it basically just looked like a big black mark on my screen. I really need to adjust it. When I was playing Uncharted 3 with my friend, I was having a really hard time on some levels, and I had to like turn my lights off to see properly. I probably should just find some way to do some proper black testing stuff. Yeah, that PS1 CG. Sure. Alright, that's enough of this. Checking memory cards. Alright, I got a vote for skipping as well, so that's fine. Yeah, there's not enough vocal singing music in the intro for me to keep it interested. New Moon. Wait up, Brad. My traditional Japanese name, Brad and Mark. And Nate. Alana? Wait, did they say she studied in America? So are they actually setting this in Japan properly, or did they like Japanese, like yokai watch it? It's kind of hard to cover up the Japanese stuff when it's like the what's it called? You use actual photography from Japan. Her name's actually Japanese, Yuki. Oh, they changed them? Bet on Brad. The atmosphere of this game is weird. I don't know what it is. Like, obviously supposed to be kind of unsettling to some extent. And maybe this is like the foresight of knowing what this game is. But maybe if you just picked it up randomly, you wouldn't feel that that was the case. Especially in America. I guess Japan, if it was Shin Megami Tensei Persona, I assume. So I actually like the red hair. I thought it was a nice thing. Admittedly, I have red hair for a lot of my characters in games, so. It's a ghost girl. Glasses Man looks like unnaturally white. He looks like his skin is just like really pasty. Maybe that was the point. I guess all their like skin is really weirdly colored. She looks fine. It was, I don't know. He looks fine. Help me. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Ah! Oh no, we're all dead. Or 4 of us are dead. And we're now the butterfly. Reminds me a little bit of Cursed Mountain, the atmosphere Cursed Mountain has when you first start that game. Which is kind of just like, everything is normal, but it's kind of unsettling. I think I had heard about Mark getting his skin color changed for the US release. I assume for diversity stuff. I don't know if there's ever like any... Like with kids cartoons and stuff, was there any kind of like law for diversity stuff?
I live between the world of
Because there was like a period of time when they started just like adding the single female character and the single black character to try to increase the diversity in like kids cartoons and stuff. So I wonder if that was like partly bled into video games to some extent. But I mean, like a lot of games then were mostly made like in Japan for, so. Is there like a canon name for this dude? I like his red hair. Oh, there's lowercase. I shouldn't care. We're not gonna play this video game very long. But we're already here. I already fixed it. Nice. Cut that content, make the game shorter for me.
There are not many who know their own identity when they have come to this point. It seems you have passed.
If I was actually playing this game, I'd want to put the canon
By
name.
the way, have you noticed you carry more than one you in yourself? Perhaps the merciful,
More than one me.
the graceful angel you, or the cruel, demonic you. We live behind many masks. And you
I'm
may
staring at his
miss the
legs,
moment
and
you're
they don't.
living behind
They're not
many
moving
masks.
like he's moving his feet.
But you
They're
claim
moving
your
like he's
name,
just kind of
proving you know who you really
rotating.
are.
It's interesting.
I admire your strong will and bestow my power unto you.
Is he a persona?
Persona,
The guy on the right?
the power
No,
to call on
that thing's a
others
persona.
within you.
Or the power is called
Sometimes
persona.
merciful, sometimes cruel. These cells
I know like Secret of Mana for the US release they removed the name, but he actually has the
This
name like
power
Ralph
will
in
help
Japan or something
through
like
your
that.
quest into the future. Go back now into your world. The world that's locked between time and space.
Bye. Oh, excuse me. Rand? Maybe that's his name. There you go. That's the clean text I want to see. Actual text in a video game. The oh, Dr. Beverly. It's just a demon. Okay. My American school with my American beds in the infirmary. Everyone to the hospital. Mary? Box. Yeah. Ooh, these controls. Interesting. Alright. Triangle is move fast. Interesting menu. Okay, the right side is what I'm actually doing. Gun. Alright, let's get out of this room. Go to dungeon. Yes, the school dungeon. Oh man, let's hear that. It's a good wall bumping sound. Yeah, it's interesting that they say go to dungeon, but I'm guessing technically this is a dungeon in the game's files or something. And then so they're just like, okay, well I guess it's dungeon. It's pretty cool. You can just kind of walk around the school and go in all the classrooms and stuff. We're going to the hospital, right? So I'm gonna guess we have to leave the school for that case. So we want to do a red wall that's not going to the inner circle of the school, I assume. Are we outside? Nothing. Do your people just show up in every room? That's kind of neat that they just like explode out of you and are just in the environment. Oh, come on. The controls on this screen are, don't use that hole. Are very, or the controls on this overworld are very difficult to navigate. So it's like, yeah. That's up and down, and this is left and right. So this is interesting. I passed the exit a while ago. Well, we're getting back around. Is that the exit? This looks like it goes into a place. The door is locked. Was that girl an illusion? Oh, that's where we did the demon summoning. What's up, Nate? How much are we still like pretty thick in the dialogue here? That's pretty cool that they do show up in like the rooms as you go into them. I appreciate that kind of stuff. Slight touches like that. I'm assuming once we get to the battle system, it's pretty much just going to be hit the attack button. Okay. Okay. I can get into this overworld. This is pretty cool. This sure is a way you could do your overworld if you wanted to. I did not pay attention to see if they told me to go anywhere for this hospital. I had a little... Okay, that doesn't seem to be telling me anything. This kind of looks like a hospital. No. There's a tree. Augustus tree. Jesus, the screen is like... Oh, it's a save point? Just gonna talk to this tree. Carve into it. Alright. Can we get into the traffic? Oh no, is the traffic the invisible wall that we cannot cross? Oh no, there we go. Just gotta wait for our turn. I love Mario's missing. This map, if I'm not going in circles, is pretty dang huge. Is this the school? No, this is the hospital. I'm not sure how you're supposed to navigate that properly, but it's interesting. There's just a dude with bandages in the lobby. I'm actually starting to get pretty hungry. I might have to get something to eat. Alright. Nothing. Somewhat soon. Dungeon. I mean, is it really rough though? Like I don't know. I just, it didn't look rough per se. I just didn't really know where I was going, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I could imagine it could get kind of... Pull that fire alarm. He told me to go to 303, 302. ICU. Oh, I don't know if it was... I don't see any labeling on these though. Maybe it's upstairs. I feel like maybe there's a map on that screen or something, I guess is what I'm just trying to say. But I could be wrong. It's the nurse center. Maybe there's maybe some logic to it. I don't know. Also like that we have the moon in the top left corner of the screen. So I assume since it's 30 whatever, it's probably the third floor. But I still don't see any like numbers on these doors. I'm surprised they didn't do that. It's our friend Mary, I think her name was. Alright. Mary, your friends are here. White mark so special. I don't like it. I do like in Final Fantasy 11, the crafting system of that game, there's like some kind of text early in the game. Oh, is Mary? Oh, I thought she just fell over. um Okay, so she did kind of like slump over. There's like a crafting system in the game. Like early on in like one of the starting towns, there's some dude who kind of talks about like moon phases and like elemental days and stuff. And he's kind of like near the crafting gear guild. And people were like, "Oh, maybe the moon phases and the elements like affect the rates of success of crafting and stuff." And Square Enix for years just didn't say anything about it. And I think like 10 years ago at some point they're just like, hey, none of that stuff matters. Huh. Interesting. I do like the weird backgrounds that they have for the these 2D sections. In the other Persona games, do these like demons manifest themselves in real life ever, or are they always just like locked away in some world? Alfred! Alright, what kind of battle system we got going on here? Oh. I've emerged from your soul. I can help you. Oh. Thrash your head, dude. Got a scalpel. Got a mop. Oh no. Okay, and everyone else manuals or automatically. All right. Let's see if we can actually play this video game. That no smoking texture looks very haphazardly placed on that wall. Ugh. All right. Alfred. All right. Okay. Okay, interesting. It's kind of hard to know, like, who should go where at this time. Sure. Okay. So I think I got a scalpel. I assume that's a weapon. Yeah, scalpel and a mop. Accuracy's up with the mop. Attack is up with the scalpel. No guns yet. Whoops. Mark just has an axe. Like, just in case. I brought this. Okay. Oh, Atlas vending machine. I keep pressing the wrong button. Alright. Dungeon. That's screaming? Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Persona series, so other than what I've been told from people like Zero. So I should play Persona 4 someday. I don't have a copy yet, so the first step is actually buying a copy of Persona. Alright. I really don't like the controls on this screen. Herb times 2. Oh, the rooms have been rearranged. Interesting. Oh, it's another box. Alright, let's get out of here. I love that smack into the wall thing. I don't know if anyone has guns. I have no gun equipped, at least. So are the Personas basically just magic spells? No gun is equipped. He has a sword though. No enemies are enraged. Holy. You attacked the ghost boy, I guess. Does Mark have a gun too? No. Alright. Wait, what? Who am I controlling right now? Oh, did I cancel everything on accident? Whoops, okay. And then, did she have a gun? No. Oh, she can attack like 3 at once. Interesting. Do the weapons get like represented any other way, or is it always just like the like same animation? Like, does Mark always just have that looking axe, or does it change when you equip stuff? So I assume this is just like a pretty standard JRPG for the most part, then. No, apparently he is just doomed to be stuck there. No persona. Let's just defend. The positioning in this seems kind of interesting. Like, basically it seems like people have to be in specific spots to actually attack anybody. It's not like you can just attack anybody but get like a penalty to damage or something like that. I actually don't have the audio super loud. because of the, I figured the last game we were playing was really loud. So let me turn this back up on both my side and your side. I feel like there's a lot of DS games that came out that looked like this like style. Oh, it's a tree. I like how they just like present the screen with no explanation other than just like, yeah, these guys just, there's just a tree. Don't worry about it. We just got a tree here. Alright. I feel like we have to keep going because we spent so long trying to get here, but I think I more or less see everything I need to at this moment. It's nice that the analyze is just like a thing that's there. You don't have to actually like waste a turn. I wish the analyze stuff in Final Fantasy 15 was a little cleaner. Oops. Dang it. No enemies in range. So can I tell them to move positions at all? Or are they just stuck where they are the whole fight? It might just be stuck. Okay. Oh no, there's form. Something like that maybe? Whoops. Canceled it. We'll make that our new format. Oh. Bunch of woos. Oh, it saves your last input from last time, so he's still just defending. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a game that is so strict on like where a character is lined up. So can you like change forms mid-turn at all, or do you have to just like deal with it? Like I wasn't sure if I actually switched positions during that turn or not. I do like this is like dungeon, but it's like a very normal looking hospital. Other than the fact that it's like kind of mixed around. Well, I think this might be as much Persona as we play. I don't think we'll touch Wild Arms. I don't know if I want to try to jump into... Whoops. Whoops. Well, I guess we're running away. Goodbye. Alright, let's run away from Persona as well. Let's see what we got here. So, I don't think we'll touch Wild Arms. Twisted Metal. Siphon Filter. I've never played Siphon Filter. Let's play a little Tekken. Encounter rate doesn't bother me as much if the combat system's interesting. Usually I actually seek out, like, the problem with me playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that I basically seek out every single fight I possibly can, when I probably shouldn't. let's punch some stuff. I haven't really played a Tekken game before, so we are jumping into the deep end here of Tekken. I think it's mostly button combinations rather than like Street Fighter like moves.
Round 1. Fight.
Like I think it's like a punch punch kick stuff. But I could be wrong about that. Look at the command list. Ah, there's directional stuff. I'm even thinking Mortal Kombat that does that, where it's like
Round 2. Fight.
how did I do that like overhead kick earlier? There we go. That's what I was looking for. So is that like a double tap kick? Oh, yeah, I think it's like a Hadouken kind of motion. I wish I was better at fighting games and like doing inputs.
Final round. Fight.
I feel like I'm playing like Virtual Fighter of just like, I think this is one thing that DOA does really well, where like if you don't really know what you're doing, the game still flows pretty well. In this case, I don't really know what makes a combo. I feel like I'm just basically doing single strikes for the most part.
Round 1. Fight.
Just trying to see if there's any sort of directional input I do with the punches. 'Cause I feel like I'm just getting jabs and that's it. Okay, there we go. We got like a drop hit there.
Time up. You win.
All right, or see you later, Zero.
Round.
I'll probably wrap up streaming here in a little bit. I'm getting pretty burnt out myself, so, and I'm getting hungry. There we go. Gotta grab at least. And I'm not super excited about the rest of the games on this list. Admittedly, I was never super excited about anything on here. I don't think I'll really consider myself owning most of these games, because I plan to just hack over this thing. So I probably won't put any of these things on my list of games to beat, really. That and PlayStation games, I feel like I'd rather just buy physical copies of. They're not that expensive for the most part, a lot of them, so.
You win.
Okay. That seems like Tekken. I was a big fan of Bloody Roar. I didn't play the PlayStation one very much, but I played the GameCube release. Alright, let's play some Rainbow Six. This is such a weird game to put on here. Also the PAL release. I do have like, I don't think I have them here. I don't think I have any of my original Xbox games here really, outside of the ones I specifically brought out here. But I have a bunch of Ghost Recon games on the original Xbox, and they all kind of look like they'd play in the same way this is. 1999. The year is 1999. What's that? Oh, is he like loading a magazine? I thought he was like pressing his thumb or something from doing a thumbs up. Like, thumbs up, don't. February 7th. I'm trying to think if I had a keyboard I could easily grab real quick. Oh, this is... Yes. And try to plug into this thing and see if it does the thing that we were talking about earlier. But I probably can grab one. I just would have to kind of move. Yeah, this is like... Actually, this is impossibly dark on both my capture card and the TV. Okay. That's shoot. That's crouch. Let's look up and look down. Auto run on. I think that was just like the inside of the building from the thing clipping. Is there a door there? Oh, here we go. Oh, jeez. Rest in peace. The Rainbow Six experience of 2 shots and you're dead. How do I open these doors? Can I, how do I get up here? Just get close to the wall. Okay. I need to play shooter again at some point. Open that door. Oh, okay, so circle's like a strafe that I can do. Triangles jump. I would think X. No. I assume there's some kind of button combination to open these doors. Yeah, there's definitely button combinations going on here. So this is auto run off. This is L1 and R1 are like turning on night vision. L1 and L2 are scope, I believe. I don't know what R1 and R2 do. Is there like an open door? Sniper mode? Auto aim? I don't know. Maybe I have to shoot the doors open? That doesn't seem reasonable though. Now I'm out of ammo. Now I don't know how to reload. Now I'm dead. Oh. There's my other dude, apparently. Alright. Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know how to play this game. Let's get out of here. Yeah, it's I think if I looked at the controls and paid more attention, I'd be able to figure out what's going on there. Alright, let's play our other shooter man game. Oh, probably rush through these last few real quick and then just call it a night. I am tired. Ugh. Probably try to beat Mega Man X tonight. The original Mega Man X, not X3. That's still going to be a stream thing for next week. But I'm pretty close to the end of X1. I mean, gun gauge was reasonable-ish.
Our intelligence within the
It's nothing amazing, but you know, it works. Okay. So what do we got going? Okay, that's a strafe. This is like a manual aim. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, just dudes showing up. That's a roll. Are these guys just continuing to appear? Okay. Something about this dude is real chunky in a way that even for a PlayStation game feels kind of silly. Yeah, I've never played a Siphon Filter game. I know they released a few. I think it seems like people liked them generally.
Leon, Romer's men have locked down the... Right.
Right. I'll get in there. Locked. Okay. Man, that lead up on that roll. Like I pressed the circle button now. Roll. I need to use ammo. Thank you. Got some booze. Oh, that's like a sneak or a crawl or something if you press X. Oh, wait, here's a little path back here.
Gabe, I'm getting interference. You must be near their communication.
Check.
Check. Do I have different weapons at all? Oh, yeah, that looks like it. Here we go. Can I get a look at my face? My face looks really silly. Eh. How does this...
Мы под огнем. Пошлите помощь. Ты никогда не поймаешь меня.
Is it saying he has a flak jacket because I can't hurt him? Or is it just saying, hey, he has one, increased defense? I'm out of ammo too. What else do I got? I don't know what this is. That was like a... Well, it's like a little zapper or something. Or a taser. Does not seem very useful. Alright. Do I have a melee attack of any sort? Oh, that seemed to work. I'm dead. I'm glad you're enjoying it because I feel like I'm just tanking right now on energy. I feel like 2.5 hours is like a good amount of time, and anytime I start going over that, I just like start to drain. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised that some of these games are giving me trouble. I feel like I generally can figure out a game pretty quickly, but a couple of these are taking a little time. Maybe if I was not just rushing through them as fast as possible. Obviously, I was skipping all those conversations and stuff too. So I think I own this on PS3. It's that HD port. But I appreciate you coming, and I think I'm glad you're enjoying them. So. Oh, nice. What are they doing here? Arcade mode? Probably. I am terrible at this game. I'm terrible at most puzzle games. I desperately need a new chair too. My butt hurts so much from this thing. Again. That's cool though. I don't know how like I don't really know much about the commission scene. I do see a lot of people on Twitter like advertising commissions, but I don't know if there's like places you can go to search to get commissions done for certain things. Let's see. Okay, X rotates. I think this, yeah, it has like the pieces that explode the other gems, right? Yeah. So you kind of want to. I'm really bad at these kind of games, honestly. Let's put that there. Put this here. I'm probably thinking too much about this for a game I have no idea how to play. Of just like how I want this to line up. Let's stick this there. I don't really have a green setup going on here. Let's put the blue down here. Yellow and green. Let's put this here. I don't remember what these gems do. Did a 2-chain! Yay, that's probably the best we're gonna get. I won out! Okay, yeah, it's just like a mostly just do on Twitter. I am gonna go while I'm still ahead on that one. Alright, Twisted Metal. That is a video game you can play. Oh, there's somebody that I've wanted to commission for a while. I have their card around here somewhere that I really should reach out to again and try to do commission with them if they are doing it. They have a very particular art style that I kind of wanted to get something for my sister for. I met them at a con like 3 years ago or something like that. So I still have their card, but I never reached out to them. So who can say if they're actually still doing anything? I'd have to actually ask them or look them up. I played this as a kid. Like a lot of these games, I never had a strong love for Twisted Metal. It was one of those things that I just kind of played because I was... Okay, what's going on here? R2 is shoot. Okay, triangle is go... Oh, Jesus Christ. This is really fast. I'm surprised how fast this is, actually. Alright. Okay, and circles go back. Okay, then we got this thing. Like, accuracy is something I've never been particularly good at with, this thing. I'm out of bullets. Alright. I was trying to, like, figure out... I'm switching between these specials somehow, and I don't know how. Is it circle? Congratulations. I won, apparently. Yeah. I I wouldn't say I'm bad at shooters. I think I just haven't. I didn't spend a lot of time like figuring it out. I'm not gonna say I'm good at games either, but usually I can figure something out pretty quick. I like shooters. I might play through a Call of Duty in the near future, but I said that about 3 years ago and then I never did. So I also have a lot of games I'm kind of actively trying to play right now. So I don't know what that is. Gun temp? Maybe it's like a turret I'm dropping. Ah! Maybe like a bomb. It's weird, like, I think... How does this even work? Like, I feel like I'm going in reverse using the same button. Maybe it's just... Oh, you just hold back on the D-pad to go in reverse? And you just hold up on the thing to go forward. Okay, so I don't even need to hold the button. I was wondering, like, why the controls didn't feel right. Oh, maybe I just stopped there. Maybe you have to hold a button. Like, I'm accelerating like this, so I think it is just hold up on the D-pad. I don't know if triangle's like a boost or what. Maybe my brain's just dead now and I just can't parse any information. I did play a little bit of the PS3 remake, or, you know, PS3, not remake, but PS3. My brain is saying Metal Slug, Twisted Metal, but I never ended up getting really into it. Oh, is it just because Yellow Jacket's back and so he's just following me? Is that why I'm not finding anybody? This is a losing battle I'm fighting here. Ugh! That freeze thing. I lost. I think I pretty much like any kind of game for the most part. It's pretty rare I have a single type of game that I'm not willing to put time into. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I think we'll skip on Wild Arms for now. I would like to play Wild Arms someday, but we'll see if I ever do and which one. I feel like this one's kind of like a pretty, like, I think it's 2D overworlds, but 3D battles is what it is, so. Power the tiny PlayStation off. There we go. That's it. Thanks for coming. I'm glad YouTube integration is fixed. So hopefully we won't have any problems going forward. I say, but we'll see what actually happens on Thursday. But yeah. Thanks for coming, Alex. I'll just go ahead and do the usual spiel of OneControlReport.com is the website. I forgot to mention earlier on the last stream that I put the Castlevania 64 video up a couple weeks ago, so that is there and finally done. So that's up there. Stream wise, still working on Mega Man X3. Probably won't do a quick play, or this, if you're here on Wednesday, this is probably going to replace the quick play for this week. So and then I'll probably bring up the quick play again next week. I'm thinking either God Eater 2 or Red Steel. Those are my two things that I'm thinking of right now for that. And then otherwise, I'm just working on the Hunex Fighters 98 stuff right now. I'm thinking about making a archive and like research portion of the website that's just kind of like its own little tab. It probably won't be very prominent. It probably just will be an option on the site if I wanted to start dumping stuff there. So it'll give me a place that I can dump stuff if I want to. So yeah. Otherwise, again, thanks for coming, Alex and Zero from earlier. And I hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a good time. Enjoy. Good luck on commissions, Alex, too. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.